you all so much for being here. One of the things that, one of the many exciting things that we get to do in the state legislature, especially during times like this, is to continue to provide important resources to key stakeholders that make our communities even stronger and more vibrant. And so I'm truly delighted to be right here at GIAC, also known as the Greater Activity Center, and joined by, yes, one time for GIAC, yes, absolutely. And here with Dr. Leslie McBean Claiborne, the entire team at GIAC, along with some also great community stakeholders to give you just a little bit of money. I just want to, just a little bit. So one of the things that, you know, again, you get to do as a state legislator is not only provide funding support, but also create spaces for continued conversation to amplify, as I call it, the good work that a lot of our organizations, entities do every day in our district, that not only impacts the district immediately, but also has statewide implications, because good policies, best practices, they don't have to be contained to just one geographical location, right? It's good that we share these things, and it's important that the state supports these efforts. And so I'm really excited to provide funding, in particular, to programs that are focused on youth development and improvement and education, which are two big priorities of mine. So yes, it is okay to clap. And so I'm excited to give out, as they say in some circles, the big checks. But more importantly, these are investments that I am making and will continue to make with all of these great stakeholders and many more throughout this great district and throughout the region. And so so glad that we're joined by some great organizations, and so I was able to secure about more than $200,000 in funds to support education programs and libraries. So that's just in Tompkins. We still got the other parts of the district too. That's just Tompkins money. And so I'm going to bring up Heather Mount, who is the Executive Director of the Coddington Road Center. And so I'm delighted that I was able to give them a grant for $25,000 to provide direct administrative support to their staff, also to help with the purchase of important childcare equipment and other materials and supplies for their great organization. So Heather, will you come up and say a few words?
Thank you to Senator Webb for including Coddington Road Community Center in this educational funding allocation. Coddington offers early care, youth, and community programs, including child care for ages 8 weeks to 5 years, after school, and Camp Coddington for school-age kids, kindergarten through 8th grade, and youth employment training programs, including volunteer and paid internship opportunities for youth 14 to 21. And then also a variety of special interest and recreational programming, because we are a community center. Our program fee structure includes scholarships based on household income to assist all families interested in attending. For the last several years, our scholarship totals have grown tremendously and are now up over $65,000 annually. It's no small feat to create balanced budgets that deliver quality programming at an affordable rate and maintain a living wage for our staff. Coddington is committed to both endeavors, and we cannot thank the Senator enough for recognizing our efforts through this direct financial support of $25,000, which will help continue the work that we do. Thank you.
But we really do have big checks, so here we go. So, we'll step this way. Take I'll put this here. Oh, great. Hold that on, please. Here we go.
Can I go a little bit?
Oh, big check. Next, I would like to bring up Dr. Leslie McBean Claiborne, Director of the Greater Ithaca Activity Center. I am, again, so delighted that I'm able to do this. When I first met Dr. McBean Claiborne and the team here, and have gotten to know even more about the great work that GIAC does, this is just a small piece of appreciation. They do so much for our community, not just here in Ithaca, but across the county. And so I'm glad that we are going to be presenting a check for $20,000, which will assist with the purchase of a 12-passenger van to enhance the daily programming for the initiatives that GIAC provides for teens. So I'm going to bring up Dr. Leslie B. Claiborne.
Thank you, Senator Webb, and thank you, everyone. This means a lot to us. You know, for those of you who don't know, GIAC, we pride ourselves on being what we call a social justice community center. It's been our platform since we were born in 1972, and we continue to provide services for our 4-year-olds all the way through senior citizens. And one of the things that differentiates GIAC from all our programming, especially for seniors and teens, is that we provide transportation door to door. We make sure they get not only to the activities, but to home as well. So I'm not going to take up all of the time, because one of the things I do is I like to have the people who run the show, really, not me, be the ones to do the speaking. So I'd like to invite Ramel Mack, who is coordinator of the teen program, to just say a few words about what this means to us, especially with our brand new facility coming on board. Ramel Mack.
I just want to say that we're unbelievably grateful and thankful for the funding. The new facility is a one-stop teen dream workspace for us. It's where teens can go and thrive and evolve and constantly have a place where they feel included, where they feel like it evolves and revolves around them. All right, so having transportation now to continuously help them evolve and get them places to, because you know exposure is what helps us evolve. The more we see, the more we do, the brighter and the bigger we become. So we appreciate and we're grateful for the funding for the vehicle. Thank you.
One more.
I think, oh, okay, there's that.
One, two.
Excellent. Yeah. There we go. I was gonna say something else, but I'm staying on script. Okay, next, I would like to bring up Jess Brock, who's the Development Director of the Village at Ithaca. Again, part of the exciting challenge you have is trying to get as many resources as you can to all the great organizations that are doing work. And so the Village at Ithaca is definitely no exception to that. And so I'm glad to give them a grant for $12,500 in support of their mission to provide marginalized youth and local families with assistance with meeting their fundamental needs and with educational programming. So Jess, you want to come up and say a few words?
Hi team. I am also welcomed to have Wes Fox, our Deputy Director here. Hey Wes. Thank you, Senator Webb, so much for your generosity towards the Village at Ithaca, because with your donation, we are able to continue serving the youth and family of Tompkins County to address systemic injustice through responsive anti-racist programming and services to build an equitable and inclusive community. And Wes, if you want to say something, hey friends.
Yeah, we're incredibly grateful for you, Senator Webb. Grateful for the acknowledgement, grateful for the opportunity to continue to serve the families of Tompkins alongside these awesome organizations. We too transport a lot of kids to a lot of places, and so we're really excited to be using this money to further our mission. Thank you.
last and most certainly not least, I'd like to bring up Suzanne Foote, who is the director of the East Ithaca Preschool. I'm excited to be able to give a grant for $12,500 to this preschool in support of their mission to maintain and expand their center's educational programming. So Suzanne, will you say a few words?
I can understand ditto, but I'll say a little bit more. I've been at the school, this is my 20th year, and this is actually the first grant that we've ever received. And I'm not gonna cry, but it is amazing what we'll be able to do with this money. So we thank you. The parents and the children and I this morning, and my husband, Mr. Foote, were just at Longview, and we decorated their tree, and we sang songs with them, and we love being out in the community, so this will help us to do it a little bit more and better. And on behalf of all of us, thank you very, very much.
Do the big check picture.
One more.
Oh, thank you. Y'all are so nice. Okay, trying to have me crying up here. Okay. So as we close, again, I really want to just emphasize how important it is as your senator that I continue to make myself available, not just in listening to what you express to me as your needs, but also trying to find ways to help support. And policy is one way, but financial is also just as important. And so again, I can't stress enough, I look forward to many more opportunities like this to continue supporting the great work that you all are doing. And I'm just here as your partner to make sure that I serve as a great conduit to amplify it. So thank you all on behalf of the residents of Tompkins County and our region and our state for everything that you do every day that makes our community better. So thank you all so much.
Thank you.
So now we're gonna